Oh, hello there. How y'all doing today? Me? Oh, I'm just loverly. Just peachy. Here's my nose. Ooh, ooh. Is that treasure in the crevice? Yeah, I'm a little silly tonight, so I'm gonna be taking you with me on this silly little adventure. It's gonna be fun. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Welcome everyone to Saturday Night Scares number 26. I will be having the microphone close to me tonight for reasons of sleeping child. So, that's right. I'm ASMRing tonight. Get used to it. Stop hating. On a more unrelated topic for our stream tonight, there is no new Sir Spooks video. Damn him. Damn him to hell. Oh, he will ruin the day. So, this weekend, we're doubling up on Chills and on King Frostmare. We got a top 15 video and a Nuke's top 5 video at the very least, so that's something good, right? Maybe I need to start watching Slapped Ham. Yes, you heard that right.
Slapped Ham?
Mm-hmm. There's a YouTube channel called Slapped Ham that also does paranormal countdown videos. And that was a burp. That was another burp. I made tacos. Okay.
Quite the unique name. Slapped Ham.
Right? Alright, so the first video we got for you is our first King Frostmare video. Scary videos you will not be able to finish. Challenge accepted. Let me put on my trusty headphones. Let me turn on my trusty display. You all sit back with your trusty popcorn and your blanket to hide under. And let's go.
First, time for scary videos featuring encounter in a possible haunted office building. Now let's buckle up and stay frosty. This video was recorded by Flamrage, who's working on the train station itself is supposed to be haunted. Several eyewitnesses stated, but oftentimes these stories are not really true, just serve as a creepy local legend. Fernando is working the night shift with his colleagues, and they navigate into their parking positions and they work mechanical issues and eyewitnesses that might come out a year ago strapped around their heads during the writing sessions for security reasons. One night, Fernando was on the way to the station, was walking past and then he stated that nobody else would get on the tracks, especially their planes, and his camera would put something hopeless.
Dum dum dum. Ah, I see it now. Creepy.
Could his scope will capture pixels of the person of the mirrors looking out of one as it trails. If it was empty, lots of red
It's either a hoax or a very coincidental smear on the window. Outside of the paranormal possibility, that is. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's over an hour ago. I highly recommend checking it out. Ghosts of Carbon. So you start off with a really strange encounter, but apparently it takes place ever so often in Ken's kitchen. An entity seems to be leaving strange footprints.
There's been times that nobody's been in the house, and I will mop the floor in the kitchen. And when I mop the floor in the kitchen, I couldn't tell you how many different times that I turn around and look at the floor from the dining room area, and I pay attention to it because I've seen it back and forth. And I took a picture of it, so I'll show you guys. Footprints sometimes show up on the floor. They're not my footprints.
Stop walking around the kitchen.
It looks like feet that belong to maybe a pig.
That's a weird angle.
You say something?
Strange voices out of nowhere. Alien honor figures. These entities also seem to show themselves in horror films. Oh.
This looked to be a small apparition peering through the skirt area.
Does this thing face?
Hold on, I want to backtrack here a bit.
Tells us about a terrifying encounter that took place right next to his kitchen. And it seems to be leaving strange footprints.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like clothing there to make it look like an apparition.
Ken tells us about a terrifying encounter that took place right next to his bed one night. Clearly heard somebody talking, and then grabbed his camera to capture it. Get ready for a terrifying moment.
Bring it.
There was a loud bang in the bedroom that I started hearing faint voices. So I picked up my cell phone camera and started recording. But then what happened, which is not the first time this has happened, and it will be the last time, and they can really scare the living out of you. What the are you? Honey,
Not bad, not bad.
Then just disappears towards the ground. Look at it. Looks like it's made out of a black cloud. It just gets big, falls into itself, as if it is being crushed or something. Tell me what you want, but I'm certain that these things are real. Terrifying.
I did not go back to sleep that night. Usually when you come across shadow type apparitions, this shadows move as if somebody's walking in front of a light, kind of like a 3D, but you can see the shadows move sometimes when they're really fast. It's very rare they're slow.
You know, that guy has so many videos of evidence of the paranormal in his house, but it's still, sometimes videos like that just bring up my skeptic side a little bit. You know, who's to say that wasn't just a buddy of his? You know, it was very dark in that room. It was, you couldn't see anything and all that, and his reaction was that of mild terror over rehearsed. It just felt like he had planned on what he was going to say, how he was going to say it. I know he has other great videos. Yeah, I'm not trying to discredit him because he has a lot of good videos, but that one just seemed a little too convenient for me.
This video is recorded by an urban explorer who shared his short adventure on his channel, Refuge. He also uploads a lot of other videos on the state of life. But before that, find this one of the most interesting. This evening we found in a abandoned house, so the state is it is mixed.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was the way that shadow dug down like that. That was legit scary. That was scarier than that Ghost of Carmel Maid video, because the reaction, for one thing, seemed to be more authentic. Yeah, like, you know, he did not know that was going to happen.
Standing again at the wall, and that it looked like as if it was recording something. However, this was not picked up by the camera, which is odd.
Also, there's a little bit of light in the room from his camera, so we can clearly make out that, you know, there's no discernible features. That actually does look like a shadow apparition. That's another possibility too, but this was a good video. I like this one.
The next video is of central themes, which states that they stem from a couple named Savannah and Jack who are in a series of videos about strange events that are unfolding in his apartment. It all started by them noticing three odd noises in the night at first, which evolved into shadows that they could see. Eventually they started documenting these incidents. Two of the first encounters.
You didn't make it.
And I guess he's walking into the window here.
Okay, William Shatner. So, Savannah is saying that she's hearing voices coming from the balcony. Yeah, I was gonna say, did he just walk up to an apparition? Yeah, right there. There's the head. There's the body. He just straight walked up to a shadow apparition. Or an apparition of some kind. Look at that. And then when he turns back around, it's gone. It's just gone. Ooh, that's a bit unsettling.
Cities? Is that what you were saying, please? Is it this?
Once again, somebody seems to be standing in front of their window here. Why
Is
would
it
they
this?
turn on the lights?
Is
But
it
Jack
this?
heard a strange noise behind him. The thing is
Is that
gone.
what you were saying,
There was
please?
another weird moment.
Yeah, I thought I saw something there.
Watch, please.
Doesn't this look like a creepy face to you as well? Terrifying.
Now, one thing I do gotta say is I agree with King Frostmare's little assessment there about, why when he sees that apparition through the window, why doesn't he turn on the lights to try to scare it away if it's an intruder or something like that? Another thing, that right there, that could be Savannah.
And one of the following nights, Jack hears another strange noise from the living room.
So far, these are really creepy clips, but at the same time, they're also clips that could be easy to fake.
Must investigate.
Give us something good right here.
Is that good?
Okay.
Is it thank you?
Okay.
Is it thank you?
It would appear that the
Thank
same
you.
transparent apparition is
Thank
coming
you.
up behind the sofa chair, then vanishing.
Is it
Think
thank you?
about this recording and case in general. Would it be that Jack and some
Is it thank you?
Okay. Detective eyes here. Detective eyes here.
Is it thank you?
wanted by something? But at what
Is it
level?
thank you?
Is it just a fun project? Or a truly mysterious case?
That is either really good editing
Is it thank you?
or hoax. Because that
You're welcome.
that apparition that shows up at the end right there blends in with the pixelation flawlessly. That was either an actual apparition or incredibly flawless editing.
Don't worry.
Okay, you delivered at the end there. I like that.
You could correct that one.
But I'm still a bit skeptical about the other parts of the video.
At this point, I want to thank all my members and sponsors for your monthly support. This is a clip from Mexico, which was recorded by a night guard in an office building. It was sent to me by a reporter. Nobody believed this night guard in his statement that poltergeist activity was unfolding. Doors closing, weird voices in the distance, and things being moved around without anybody being there. Tonight just took over the ship from another colleague when stuff is unfolding. Documented it, of course. Besides a weird face out of nowhere, the shower came on, just like that. It would be a lie to say that our guard wasn't freaked out at this point. So the best for him to do was making sure nobody was actually there, and then preparing to close down the office and get out of there. I mean, who wouldn't?
honestly, unless this is all staged by him, I'm amazed he's hung around for as long as he has. Or, you know, as the video stated, you know, no one believes him that these things are happening. So he's probably just trying to film all the evidence that he can get, so people will believe him. And that's a big screw you.
Something's peeking out behind the box and scaring me so much that he used the office immediately. But there wasn't. Unfortunately, the footage is really dark, so we can't be certain was it the same thing that he had captured earlier.
They look similar.
Or nightmarish.
And I'll be watching you later tonight. Ugh. Screw you. And just screw you and everything that you stand for. Alright. Alright, next up. Top 15 scary videos you can't watch past your bedtime. Well, thankfully, I don't have an official, quote, bedtime. I just kind of go to bed whenever. So, I should have nothing to worry about. Let's begin.
Verse 15. Stranger at the door. It's late at night and this woman knocks on your door. She's alone and looks scared and keeps looking behind her like someone's after her. Do you answer? If so, big mistake. Two men covered with bandanas come from around the corner to force their way in. The woman, who is just politely asking for help, uses a trick to get you to open the door. She's in on it, and now the people inside are in big trouble. This happened August 22nd, 2018 in Bakersfield, California, but it's nothing new. Placing a few security cams to see around that fateful corner would have saved this family from a horrible experience they didn't deserve. Number 14, washed ashore. What's been described as a bizarre humanoid deep-sea creature was found washed ashore in China from the ocean. The man holds a flat, spongy creature and has a small conversation that I would like translated if possible. It's hard to tell, but at 8 seconds, it looks like the bottom half might be flapping. It could still be the wind, or it could be alive. This strange creature looks like a human-shaped piece of coral, and I would question if it was ever alive, except for 16 seconds when you can see what appears to be an eye. I think the video is real, but what is this mysterious, unknown deep-sea creature sighting? Is the question no one can answer, including me. It's been freaking the internet out for quite some time, and I would like to figure it out together with you.
What the fuck? Did I just see that? That's gonna haunt my nightmares tonight. Same here. And that just happened.
Okay.
Alright. Here, let me turn this. Let me move the back in here. And brace yourself.
What's been described as a bizarre humanoid deep-sea creature was found washed ashore in China from the ocean. The man holds a flat, spongy creature and has a small conversation that I would like translated if possible. It's hard to tell, but at 8 seconds, it looks like the bottom half might be flapping. It could still be the wind, or it could be alive. This strange creature looks like a human-shaped piece of coral, and I would question if it was ever alive, except for 16
Yeah, it's not every day, guys, that I run into a video that just really creeps me out. And a lot of times, it's usually not even paranormal videos. You know, whatever this is, you know, it's paranormal, but it's not like ghostly paranormal. You know, most times I'll be able to handle like a scary ghost video that comes my way and all that. Sometimes one will catch me off guard and really give me a good scare and all that. But then I see clips like this of things that are actually alive, things that are yeah, that is a no for me.
Number 13. It's me. A woman in Toledo, Ohio, has someone suspicious knocking on her door and gets a really shady reply. Nobody she knows sounds like that, so she doesn't answer the door. Good choice. As soon as he leaves, this second figure rises up from behind a large piece of furniture that they must have moved just to conceal his accomplice. As she opened the door, the second person was probably going to run out and overpower her. Fortunately, the doorbell camera allowed her to notice the large out-of-place object before opening the door. Number 12, Sky Streak. On December 19th of 2018, California residents were excitedly recording the sky in anticipation of a rocket launch. What they saw was this mysterious light instead. This sighting happened exactly 1 hour before the scheduled rocket takeoff in the opposite direction. The launch was cancelled without a reason. The official explanation the next day is that this was a shooting star. Some disagree. I have to say, shooting stars don't look like that or leave a trail. Even the news crews didn't know what it was. They had caught on tape.
I think it's a satellite that's crashing.
I'm not sure if I believe the official explanation, because it's strange for this to appear directly across the site an hour before takeoff, but I guess such a coincidence is possible. Number 11, dog phasmophobia. A paranormal entity was watching me and my dog, swears a Reddit user, named TechnoCrypt909 posted on January 21st to the Chills Narrator subreddit, "One scary K9's encounter with the paranormal is beyond creepy."
Okay, so the dog is refusing to leave this point right here. We don't know why. We thought it was from the bathroom, but it wasn't, so we brought it back down.
Right.
We thought it was from the bathroom,
Keep an eye on the window.
but it wasn't, so we brought it back down.
He thinks the house dog sees something paranormal, and I believe there could be some truth in that.
And yet she still refuses to leave.
Dogs have that sixth sense. They're able to see things that normal people can't see.
But she won't go beyond here. We don't know why.
As he talks, the dog timidly walks back into the only room it feels safe in. At 36 seconds, he finds a scary face in the window, and I see it too, though. I wish it would go away. Can you see its hollow
I
eyes and green
do kinda
eyes?
see it.
It's creepy, but maybe it's just a shirt he's wearing reflected back at the camera. At least, that's what I hope it is. Number 10. Saved by the Bell. Sometimes the only thing standing between your home and a group of intruders is a good home security system. CCTV video at a Charlotte home caught some scary moments when a group of strangers walked by. This encounter was what they've caught on tape. One of the three men gets pulled back. As they walk off, he says something about not wanting to get caught on the doorbell camera. These words, combined with the fact that he's carrying a box under his arm, makes them extra suspicious. I don't know exactly what their con is. The camera displays 6:31 at night, so maybe they were going to try and get them to open up and then do them dirty. Number 9. Caught red-hooded. So this YouTuber named Pretty Lady Bench has caught a really creepy encounter on Ring doorbell cam that she uploaded on January 4th, 2021. This guy, who she's never seen before, kind of fades away like a spirit, and she even describes him as a creepy red-hooded ghost caught on camera.
I would say it's just a bad camera glitch, but it's picking up everything in the ghost's background perfectly. There's no glitches at all.
What's really got me is how this ghost looks over at her house and at 4 seconds with creepy eyes before disappearing all the way. That's the most mysterious and unexplained part of this video. I mean, you could have been looking for an address and the camera messed up, but it's kind of weird when you have mysterious strangers looking over and disappearing at the same time. That's all I'm saying, and I'm sure we can all agree. Number 8. Wall Crawler. This 2007 ghost sighting video was posted by John
2007. This is an oldie.
Genome, and it's up to us to determine if it's real or fake. They might hear it before they see it. It's either whispering or one of their shoes scraping across the floor. Which is it?
Yes.
There's a big reflection, and in the center is a creepy apparition. But obviously, this is some car headlights, right? Thinking
Yeah.
not only are they on the second floor, well above cars, but it's also still light outside. Maybe it's a flashlight. If not, I think this one's real. Number 7. The glance. If your doll moves its eyes like this, then it's time to replace this as soon as possible. Posted Lucky1196 on the Chills Narrator subreddit. This scary video was caught on live stream in Japan. They're touching a doll's head, looks over like it doesn't appreciate it, and then looks ahead again. The live streamer appears to not have been expecting for that to happen, based on the way they freeze then recoil. I think they might have gotten freaked out and ended the live stream after this, so it could be real. If you know anything about this toy, then tell me what it's called.
The only thing I can think of is that it's designed to move its eyes in response to motion. Japanese toys, they can be made pretty advanced like that. You know, they know how to do motion activated robotics. So it's possible that's just how the toy's supposed to function.
And if it's supposed to move or not, then we'll know what the deal is with the scary video. Number 6, Solo's Big Regret. Solo Ambush is the name of a YouTuber who goes to an old abandoned Malaysian theme park that's haunted on Facebook Live.
Wah, saya tidak ada rasa apa-apa. Ini awal beras. Ada juga saya sedang gerak, tidak rasa apa-apa. Di sini sehingga pukul 1:30.
Solo Ambush believes the camera went out of focus from trying too hard to focus on a ghost, which does seem to make a doll fall to the ground. As the doll moves, a red orb goes behind the tree. This compelling paranormal evidence probably means this park is almost definitely haunted. Number 5, Tears of Evil.
I'm on to believe it.
This man made news across the nation in the early 80s because of his bizarre emergency phone calls placed after doing unspeakable actions to women. Most people like him show little to no remorse, but what was extra scary about him was a sense of compassion equally as bizarre as his compulsions. Some people like him taunt the police after they're done. He, on the other hand, wanted to be stopped for everyone's good, including his own. Hearing him make these calls on the same night he did these things is chilling. He seems to have genuinely not wanted this to happen, but that doesn't excuse his actions. I wonder why he did this, and if there was anything else that could have been done to prevent his actions. Number 4, The Light Chaser. Strange and mysterious, unexplained lights are caught on camera in this man's backyard in Buffalo, New York. When he goes out to do some investigating, he doesn't see them anymore. That's because they've gone to an area where they've never gone prior to this. He's walking back to the camera, and the bizarre lights follow faster than they've ever moved before. He inspects the camera, sees nothing on it, and puts it back. Soon the light returns for a split second as a squiggly line of paranormal energy, much closer this time, never returns. It's not clear enough for me to know if it's paranormal activity, but based on the feeling he got, maybe it could be. Number 3, Occupy. A woman
I don't know what to say with that one.
claims to experience paranormal activity in the form of her shower turning on by itself late at night. She sets up a camera and soon after has caught a ghost, or so she says. I can't say I believe this one because the camera work looks like cinematography.
Yeah, that's too cool. That's too convenient. It's too showy. This is. I would say it's a well-made production, but it's a production.
A short film rather than an amateur ghost hunting video. As for the ghost sighting, it looks more like a mannequin in a wig and a bathrobe when you zoom in. It's pretty creepy in the split second it's shown, but when seen up close, not so much. Number 2, The Smile.
It's a good effort. It's definitely a good effort, but not scary.
It's 2 in the morning and the woman inside this house claims to be followed by this man. She has a doorbell camera.
What a nut!
Uses it to deliver a message.
Baby. Can
breakfast.
He knows there's a woman inside, but he doesn't know her name, which is an odd thing to say. At 25 seconds, he is looking up at where I presume her window is to see if she's home. He's probably looking for a light to go on, something, anything to take as a sign to keep going. This man's actions are definitely a little creepy, especially if he did follow her home like the woman claims. Definitely one of the more bizarre incidents to be caught on a doorbell camera. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, Instagram at Dylan Find Out. Number 1, the calm man. A Montana family is fast asleep when this man is caught on camera. He seems to be in an altered state, not paying attention as he flings open the door and steps into it. He shows no pain as he shoulders the entrance with an eerily calm look on his face. He gives the entrance a final blow before calling it a night and walking off. When the family reviewed the video to see what the noise was, they had no idea what to make of this. They'd never seen this man before, and being chosen at random makes this video all the more terrifying. Somebody has been charged as a result of this video, so hopefully the family is now safe. Thanks for checking out this video.
That's creepy to think about. Alright. Let's check chat real quick. Nothing. Alright. Alright. Guys, I'm going to cut the camera real quick. I need to get some more water, and I need to change into my shorts because the boxers are, well, they're not comfortable. Let's just put it that way. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We are back. Alright. So. Yeah, okay, now we're moving on to Nuke's Top 5. 5 scary ghost videos you thought you would never see. Hey. Don't start before I turn on my display. I mean, gosh. Be more respectful, computer.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Really haunted. Lee and his family have been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity in their home in England. Over the last 2 years, Lee says that the supernatural encounters have become more frequent, more terrifying.
I remember these clips.
Lee documents these strange incidents on his YouTube channel, Really Haunted. Now, over the years, I've featured a few of the spooky occurrences in Lee's house, and it seems that whatever might be haunting the family home is not going anywhere. Lee has cameras recording the living room and bedroom as he, his wife, and their cute little puppy Luna are fast asleep in bed. What happens that night throughout the house is truly disturbing.
That's the dog telling you we need to get the fuck out.
First, downstairs in the living room, the heavy couch slides across the floor as if it's nothing. Then back upstairs in the bedroom, puppy Luna wakes up from her sleep and starts frantically looking around as if she's hearing or seeing something that frightens her. She calms down a bit, but then suddenly a white translucent figure moves in front of the camera, startling Luna once again. A desk chair seems to move towards the bed on its own. Then suddenly, the small dog is spooked by something that seems to be right next to the bed. She begins to whimper, which finally wakes Lee. So Luna's behavior and reactions throughout this video are what makes this footage so creepy and so compelling. It's almost as if she can see something the family can't. And it
Yeah, it's that dog sixth sense thing I was talking about in the previous video.
terrifies her. So did Lee and his family capture extreme paranormal evidence on camera?
I'd say yes.
The haunting of the Jefferson Hotel. The historic Jefferson Hotel was left abandoned for 2 years before the new owners, Jeremy and Pam Jones, bought the 170-year-old building in Jefferson, Texas. The two paranormal enthusiasts poured their love and a lot of hard work into the restoration of the allegedly haunted hotel and held a grand reopening of the Jefferson in October of 2020. The hotel has seen its fair share of dark history. It was built in 1851 and first opened as a cotton warehouse, where it is said that 2 7-year-old child workers lost their lives under the harsh working conditions.
Excusez-moi? 7-year-old child workers. Times really were different back then, weren't they? Oh. I would never put my daughter through that kind of physical labor at that young of an age. Terrible parents.
In the late 1800s, the hotel was a brothel. During that time, it is said that a teenage, quote, working girl named Judy lost her life at the hands of a client. She passed away in the bathtub of room 19. Today, the apparition of Judy is said to appear in the mists of hot showers, and sometimes even scribbles messages pleading for help on the bathroom mirror. One guest at the historic Jefferson Hotel says that she was able to capture the frightening incident on camera. Georgia Canfield is staying overnight at the hotel with her mother and grandmother when the three suddenly see a chilling message on the hotel mirror.
No, I just noticed it. I don't know if it was here when I came in here or when I started running my hot water. I don't know. I just know that we came here right now.
That was not there. Can you confirm that was not? We checked that earlier.
I didn't see it earlier.
Do you see it now?
Yes, I see it. That's why I'm not going in here.
Georgia, her mother, and grandmother have no idea where the message came from, and their freaked out reactions to the strange event seem very sincere. But that's not the end of the Jefferson Hotel's haunted history. In 1912, a pregnant bride named Lydia Grigsby took her own life inside room 19 after her fiancé sent word that he would not be coming to the wedding. Today, male guests traveling alone have reported seeing the beautiful ghost of a bride with golden hair.
What is it with the... Man, the 1800s suck, man. Teenage brothel workers, 7-year-old cotton pickers. This is more depressing than it is scary.
One night on a tour through the hotel, guests Angela and Cody Goins might have captured the Jefferson Hotel ghost bride on camera. Using the live photo mode on an iPhone, which snaps a photo in a quick 3-second video, they capture what appears to be a bride-like apparition. You can almost make out a dress, a face, and even a bridal train. Now, a much more disturbing apparition has also been witnessed at the hotel. Some guests have even reported waking up at night to find the horrifying spirit standing in their hotel room, just watching them sleep. Now, the new owners of the historic Jefferson Hotel, Jeremy and Pam Jones, are starting to experience paranormal activity in their own hotel. One night at 2 a.m., Jeremy is doing some work in...
Well, what the fuck did you guys expect when you bought the place?
Hotel hallway, and this happens.
May sumuna naman yun. Kaujo? Sumuna naman yun.
There's no audio on this video, but Jeremy claims that he heard a voice right before this hotel door mysteriously unlatches and swings open on its own. Now that's creepy enough, but that's not the only night they capture something truly bizarre on camera. Cut to another late night. It's 4 a.m. and Jeremy and his wife are fast asleep in bed when one of the motion sensing cameras in the upstairs hallway picks up something or someone moving around. The hotel is completely empty, so Jeremy fears that an intruder might be inside. He runs upstairs. As he looks down into the hallway from the stairwell, he doesn't see anyone. He wakes up his wife Pam and they look back at the security footage. They're both shocked by what they find.
Come here. Come here.
At the end of the hallway, right outside room 19, which is said to be the most haunted room in the hotel, someone or something seems to be walking. Jeremy and his wife Pam search the hotel together but find no one inside. Who or whatever this strange figure is, it seems to have mysteriously just disappeared. So is the historic Jefferson Hotel haunted? And did the owners and guests capture real paranormal activity on camera? Let me know what you think.
I'd call that a big yes. I mean, just... I actually feel sorry for these ghosts. Just with the morbid history of what had to take place in that hotel. I mean, 7-year-olds, employees for cotton picking die, and a teenage brothel quote worker killed by the hands of a client. I mean, I know that a lot of people really give, today's day and age a really hard time, but man, the 1800s suck.
You can watch more paranormal moments and captures in the hotel on Jeremy and Pam's official Facebook and YouTube channel, both of which are named The Historic Jefferson Hotel. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Whispers in the dark. So I just could not find a Thai language translator for this next video. So I put out a request on Instagram at the last minute, and Nuke's Top 5 viewers Umberto and Pammy Gutierrez actually stepped up and volunteered to translate this video. So a huge thank you to both of them. Follow them on Instagram. So paranormal investigator Dr. B from the Thai YouTube channel Ghost Ambassador travels to an abandoned country club in Thailand with his team. Locals believe that the tall building is extremely haunted by angry spirits.
It looks haunted.
Who were hanging out on the roof of the building were pushed off by something that they couldn't see. The men fell 5 stories to the ground. One man tragically lost his life, but the other man lived to tell the horrific tale. Dr. B interviews a local man who lives nearby. The man explains to the team that the 4th floor of the abandoned club is the most supernaturally active. Many visitors have seen the terrifying apparition of a girl stroking her hair. And those who are brave enough to walk through the building say that they get the strange feeling that someone or something is following close behind them. While the team is interviewing the man in front of the creepy building, the camera's microphone starts to pick up odd, unexplained whispers.
During just the interview? Dude. They haven't even started their investigation yet, and this ghost is already going ballistic on them.
แต่ถ้าว่าพี่เดินไปเนี่ยสังเกตชั้น4อ่ะถ้าเอาขวดพลาสติกขึ้นไปไว้นะถ้าลมมันแรงปุ๊บมันจะวิ่งออกหน้าปุ๊บแล้วมันจะตะกูถอยหลังมาหาพี่เหมือนมันเล่นกับพี่
An unknown voice seems to whisper the words "chwai duai," which in English translates to "please help."
มันจะวิ่งออกหน้าปุ๊บแล้วมันจะตะกูถอยหลังมาหาพี่เหมือนมันเล่นกับพี่
These chilling whispers occur several times throughout the video.
ไม่ได้สติหน้าธนาคารเขาบอกว่าเขาผมสีหน้ายิ่งถ้าคนน้อยนะทิ้งจุดเดียวผมพูดเลยว่าต่อครับโอเคเขาสองมาที่เนี่ยที่2แล้วก็ทีมงานเพราะว่าเขากราบไหว้กันอะไรกันมึงไม่เชื่อมึงก็อย่าลบหลู่งั้นผมเป็นกินเงินพนันมาไม่รู้เท่าไหร่แล้วผมนี่ก็จองมาใหม่
Bud Beer. When they talk about the female spirit who is said to haunt the 4th floor of the creepy abandoned building, this happens.
ไปนะพี่เขาบอกพี่อู๋ว่ามายืนตรงเนี้ยแล้วพี่อู๋มองขึ้นไปชั้น4จะเห็นเลยจริงเหรอล่มพังอะไรนะเสียงอะไรไม่เข้าใจเสียงเขาช่วยด้วยเสียงใครเนี่ยลูกเพจเขาได้ยินแบบ
I saw that. Hold on. Let me rewind that here. Alright, if you look right here, when he's about to shine the flashlight, you can see something pull away.
เสียงใครเนี่ยลูกเพจเขาได้ยินแบบ
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's actually more over here.
ไอ้นะเป็นเสียงอะไรไม่เข้าใจเสียงว่าช่วยด้วย
Yeah, more like over here.
เนี่ยลูกเพจเขาได้ยินแบบ
Yeah, see it?
Did you see it? A strange white translucent figure seems to move, perhaps even walk, straight into a solid wall. The figure seems to have no particular shape, but viewers believe it to be the spirit of the girl who haunts the 4th floor. So, are the stories true? Is the country club haunted by angry, restless spirits? Or just what is going on here? Tell me what you think. Meanwhile, on TikTok.
Oh, they didn't capture anything inside the building? That sucks.
TikTok user Sabrina Lozito shares a home with her boyfriend Christopher and their 2 children in Bayville, New Jersey. The couple claims that they experience frequent, strange paranormal events in their home. And it's not so surprising as the house has a gruesome history that sounds like something right out of a horror movie. You see, years ago the house was relocated, and it was placed right on top of an old cemetery, where
Why? Why do you... Cemeteries are cemeteries for a reason. They are for burying the dead. You don't put houses on top of cemeteries.
it still stands to this day.
Unbelievable.
As if that wasn't disturbing enough.
And people are surprised at this?
Sabrina also says that an elderly man passed away in the home just before they moved in. So, one night Sabrina and her boyfriend are watching a movie when their dog suddenly starts freaking out. But they have no idea why. Then, only moments later, they get a notification from their CCTV camera that there's movement in their backyard. They rush to check their footage, and what they find is chilling.
This is my video camera. It was recording. No one was out back. Took a look. No one was out back. Check this out. Watch in between the square. Mainly watch this right here. You see a shadow up here. Boom.
And no one's there.
And then you see this little orb right here.
And then you keep-
watch. Babe. Look at that. No one's out back.
She sits there too.
It does. It just sits right there.
And you can see the whole shadow of the
It's
person.
nuts. I don't know how long it sits
Goes
there
away.
for. Or goes away. Comes back. Now watch. The person's gonna disappear.
It's like they're just boom.
Boom. Gone.
A strange shadow appears out of nowhere and an odd source of light can be seen floating in their backyard. Sabrina and Christopher say that they immediately went outside and checked their yard, but there was no one there. After posting the video to TikTok, there were some doubters that said it was probably just the shadow of a person standing there, maybe holding a flashlight. But the couple wasn't having it. They posted a follow-up video to actually attempt to debunk their own video using the methods suggested by viewers.
We're just standing there. Alright, walk outside real quick. No, she has no shadow. Shut the light off. I know it. Alright, walk over there. No shadow. Look at that shit.
So did their CCTV camera capture something paranormal on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Well, Gene, when you live in a house that was relocated to an old cemetery from an old cemetery plot, what the hell do you think is gonna happen?
Daddy, what is this?
That That's cute. Now, I know it's not this family's fault in particular, but actually, in a way, it is. Because, you know, if you don't do your research before moving into a new home, and only to discover, oh, hey, by the way, your home is on top of an old cemetery plot, the hell do you expect is going to happen?
TikTok user Gabrielle and her friend Ashley went on a road trip to explore an abandoned asylum, the Northern State Mental Hospital in Cedro Woolley, Washington. The building opened in 1912 and was the forced home for many mentally
The year the Titanic sank.
ill patients until it shut its doors 61 years later in 1973. Gabrielle and Ashley are exploring the property when something happens that absolutely shocks them both.
Ashley.
Fearing someone might be in danger, Gabrielle says she immediately called 911 after hearing this bizarre screaming. But after posting her video to TikTok, one viewer reached out to Gabrielle to calm her down. The viewer explained that there is actually another mental facility near explained that there is actually another mental facility nearby that is still open to this day. And maybe that was the source of the bizarre screams they heard. When looking at a map, there is indeed a psychiatric treatment center in the area. However, it's not as close as you might think, judging from the volume of those screams.
Ashley.
From where Gabrielle and Ashley were standing, it's actually about half a mile to the new treatment center. And in between that space, there are several groups of trees, a patch of woods, a flowing creek, and also several blocks of commercial buildings. So the question is, could one disturbed woman's voice travel that far through all of those obstacles and still be heard that clearly half a mile away? Did Gabrielle simply hear the screams of a disturbed patient, or could it be something else?
Yeah, I'm thinking more along the lines of paranormal. Yeah, screaming like that can't be heard from that far away.
Let me know what you think.
And that sounds a lot more closer than half a mile away.
Now, this next video was reposted on a random TikTok account that just didn't give any credit to the original video poster. I've looked for hours, but I wasn't able to find the original source. However, the video is very creepy, so I think it deserves a spot in the top 5. In the video, recorded by a security camera, you see a little girl sitting in her bed, seeming a bit distressed. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Good move. Get her out of that room.
The girl is obviously scared as you see her looking at something in her bedroom. A chair then suddenly begins to rock back and forth on its own. Luckily, the child's father sees the activity and rushes in to rescue his terrified daughter. Now, obviously, I have no idea what happens next. So if you happen to know the original source for this video, please let me know down in the comments. Dead End. Fans of popular YouTube ghost hunter Franco TV have requested many times that he make a return visit
Franco!
to Angel Cemetery in Florida. It's surprised that this particular graveyard is so popular amongst Franco TV viewers. He's been there many times and caught some extremely scary paranormal activity. One of the most memorable of these encounters was the sighting of an old lady just roaming the graveyard.
Do you need help?
Yeah. Not doing that.
Now, Frank has never claimed that this person was a ghost or anything supernatural, but many of his viewers seem convinced that the odd visitor was in fact some sort of paranormal apparition. This time, Franco TV is back.
I actually disagree with that. I think it was just a very disturbed, grieving woman. I mean, most of the time when you see paranormal apparitions and all that, they tend to fade away when they're spotted by someone. That was a real woman. That was actually there.
Begin to explore the ominous, empty Weeping Angel Cemetery late at night. First, he makes his way to the same area where he originally spotted the elderly woman. Things immediately start to get very strange.
I got some stuff on the floor here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's creepy. That thing just started moving. And there is no wind. I wish I had a flag to show you. What the f? There's no wind. Look at the leaves. Alright, hold on. There we go. Yeah, I'm not touching that. I don't know what that's about.
Frank finds an abandoned pair of leopard-patterned slippers at the exact same spot where the elderly woman had been seated in the previous video. Even creepier, a plastic pot suddenly... Frank points out that there's no wind or draft that could have made the pot move, and of course the occurrence is especially bizarre considering the location. But Franco TV continues on and takes a turn down a small hidden dirt road behind the cemetery. This is when things take a terrifying...
I just got movement. Here. Ouch. I literally have bugs eating me alive right now. What the hell is that? Holy sh**, I actually have somebody there.
Hello?
What? I legitimately just had somebody. Or it's like a dark shadow.
Frank says he hears movement coming from somewhere down the creepy path. When he points his thermal imaging camera towards the sound, he sees a dark figure standing in the middle of the road. A figure that doesn't seem to emanate any body heat on the thermal image. Even creepier, the figure seems to be getting closer and closer. But when Frank turns on his flashlight, there's no one there. When he goes back to his thermal camera, the figure has now disappeared. He calls out to it into the distance, but no one answers. No longer feeling safe walking along the spooky dirt road, Franco TV decides to get into his car and instead drives down the creepy pathway from the safety of his vehicle. It did not go well.
No, screw that. There is somebody in there. That's not even. That's not a ghost. There is somebody legit inside the graveyard, or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not claiming anything. All I'm saying is that somebody's, and that scared the hell out of me.
Franco hears a sudden loud rustling coming towards him from the dark woods. He hits the gas and just gets out of there.
Smart
He
move.
was undecided on whether he experienced something paranormal or just happened to capture someone wandering outside the cemetery late at night for some reason. But what makes this footage even more chilling is that back in 2019 on this very same dirt road, police found a body. Someone who had lost their life in a violent altercation. So could this mysterious dark figure be a restless spirit? Or just what or who could this unexplained figure be? As always, I leave it up to you to decide.
It's definitely creepy and compelling footage. Do I think it's paranormal? Yes. But since we're going back, since this video was made on the topic of that old lady in the cemetery, I still say she was real. I don't think that was a ghost. I think that really was just a woman who was just never-ending grief, just having a never-ending grief to the loss of her loved ones. It's not uncommon for that kind of thing to happen.
You can watch this full video and many more creepy
Yeah, Franco has some pretty good videos. All right. Hey.
Hi. How you doing?
Good. I saw your little message.
Awesome.
Alright. Our next video comes from Chills. 10 scary videos not fit for your eyes. Ooh.
There's a scary sound.
Hey. Turn the display back on and let it go.
There's a scary cemetery in this Egyptian neighborhood that is said to be haunted only on the quietest of nights. Mustafa Nabil goes exploring the haunted place at his early hour with his friends. In front of the cemetery gate stands a tall and silent figure guarding the outside. They immediately cut the paranormal exploration short and just want to go home, but the mysterious figure is not going to let them off that easily. It seems like they're blocked at every turn. Something looks at them from around the corner and sees them running down random streets to get away. They are out of breath and about to slow down to regroup when they see the spirit somehow teleported ahead of them and brought back up. They have to keep moving and stay out of sight. There are many winding alleyways to go through, but they feel constantly watched and far from safe as they are relentlessly followed down every path. At 8 minutes and 24 seconds.
It looks more like they're being stalked by a cult than anything supernatural.
They think they are safe and finally slow down. None of them see a supernatural figure watching them from the shadows. The video ends by but it seems their paranormal plight is far from over. A piece of the graveyard has committed itself to following them home. In 2019, an allegedly real supernatural creature sighting video emerged from Sindh, Pakistan. According to villagers, this bizarre female was caught entering houses and attempting to devour them. They all formed a group to chase it with sticks down the street into the night, while dodging blows at exactly 7 seconds. The creature looks to reveal a furry face with all red eyes. However, I think this looks like a mask worn by somebody pretending to be a monster. Maybe the villagers were making a fake video, or maybe in their mass panic they were really fooled into believing this monster existed. I'll keep an eye out for similar sightings around Pakistan, but I don't think I'll find many like this one because, well, it probably isn't real. If I'm wrong though, and plenty of people who've seen this video think that I am, then this creature sighting would be absolutely horrifying to have caught on camera. I wish they had a longer recording of the incident. A man comes home.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical about that too, but it's a good video. I will say that much at least.
Only to find one of the chairs by his front door has been pulled up. This makes him suspicious, so he checks the security system to see if it was the wind or what. He wasn't expecting to find anything creepy like this man staring straight at the camera with a weird expression, arms crossed. This stranger is as suspicious as can be. Something might be concealed under his arm. His forehead is creased with stress, like he's about to do something to whoever opens that door. As if one visit wasn't weird enough, he comes back a few minutes later. He was most likely watching the house to see if anyone would open the door. He takes one last, highly suspicious look directly into the window, possibly to see if anything of value is immediately within sight. He looks up at the security camera and decides to leave. I really doubt he has any legitimate reason to be here. If he did, he could have at least left a note explaining himself. That probably would have been a better move instead of looking as shady as possible.
Well, I was going to rob your house. Oh, no, I like that idea. Not a fan of that at all.
Potentially concealing something under his arm. The person who owns this house lives in the middle of nowhere with no neighbors, making their house an easy target, and they've never seen this person before. If they didn't have this security system to protect them, he might have tried to get in. Rian Silver is a paranormal explorer who searches every abandoned house that he can find in the hopes that it's haunted by a jinn for him to catch on camera. Most of his videos
Why would you hope that the place is haunted?
have absolutely nothing paranormal in them. Seemingly an abandoned house with nothing in it, just 20 minutes of creeping around empty room after room. But one of his scariest videos of all is paranormal beyond belief and has left him seriously creeped out ever since. He calls it the real horror house. Here's why. A strange sensation leaves him shaking before he's even cleared the main floor. The real horror house is different from any place he's ever been before. It feels truly haunted. At 2 minutes and 8 seconds, a pair of glowing eyes stares at them from the window.
Okay.
It's not a cat. 9 seconds later, this creature with glowing eyes is seen outside the doorway. As they are leaving the room, a faint groan is heard behind them. As they reach the top of the stairs, they see another shadow figure that dips into the doorway upon their approach. They pursue and the weirdness follows close behind. A sudden chill gives Rian raised goosebumps. He's showing them to the camera when all of the sudden, bone-chilling laughter now fills the abandoned house. I was thinking maybe it's people playing outside, but who would be playing in the middle of the night by an abandoned house? I think it's coming from inside and very close by. Things get even more creepy when they reach the basement. Down here is where they find a single square opening to a secret hidden holding room with no way out. It looks like somebody might have been kept in this secret room for a long time. Rian doesn't dare climb in, but who knows what they would have discovered if he did. Could something in this creepy room also be the source of whatever's haunting this abandoned building? When they record inside, this freaky EVP is what's caught on camera. A tiny voice screams up at them from within, very faint but unmistakable when you hear it. Is this the final resting place of someone who fell in and can't get out? I think that might be the case. This YouTuber works securely in a building that's so haunted.
I don't know what to say to that one. There's a lot of compelling evidence in that.
You can't even get past to the elevator without scary stuff happening. It's gotten to the point where he records anywhere he goes because the place is seriously that haunted by paranormal poltergeist activity everywhere. The building has a nice gym room, for example, but it seems the equipment is always in use one way or another. Weird things are always caught on camera moving around.
Oh, the ghost. The ghosts just want to work out.
On their own, and he's out of arm's length. But it is perhaps this haunted playroom area that sees the most paranormal activity of all. That's a lot of freaky stuff to have happened, but he's been making videos for years, and I've saved the absolute scariest video for last. You're not going to believe this one because it's that beyond creepy. He lives alone and hears the voices of a family coming from his room. Into the darkness, he is answered by the shadow person sighting. The dark outline of a shadow moving in with small amounts of light coming through a crack in the door. There's no doubt that somebody was in there with him. But was it planned, or was it a real ghost sighting caught on video? I think when you look at all of the paranormal video evidence caught on tape, you'll conclude that this place is really haunted. You could fake
I concur. I think this place is haunted.
On his videos, I don't see why he would continue for years on end, unless it was really happening to him.
Shooting cynical.
Okay. What? Boy.
Knows of someone in need of his help who's apparently been taken over by something paranormal, and he hopes to break it by reciting the right words over her bedridden figure. The orb activity picks up whenever he speaks. Have marks and worn knuckles. Her fingers are constantly flexing. When she reaches for Ahmed at 3 minutes and 54 seconds, her arms are likewise discolored and marred. Something has been hard at work destroying her from the inside out. We don't get to see much of her face, but when we do get a glimpse, it looks scary and possessed. A twisted smear across cracked gray skin at 9 minutes and 4 seconds. By the end of this session, she says something that makes him stop recording with a small sigh. Tell me what she says here to seemingly break his spirit. The possibility of this being real depends on if you believe in spirits taking someone over. Caught on tape is a scary woman, no doubt about that, but she could also be suffering from some kind of illness that causes delusions and skin conditions. This could also be makeup and some very good acting.
That's a possibility too.
But the way they move over her makes me wonder if this is a real paranormal video caught on tape. A YouTuber named Cup Stew.
I don't know, I'm a little torn with that one, because possessions aren't uncommon. All those orbs flying around. It wouldn't surprise me if that was real.
Where it lives on the cusp of the rainforest in Indonesia. Tonight he is investigating rumors of a small creature haunting the woods to see if it's real. He goes exploring where the creature was last seen and lays a trap. After a while, something with a white face and long hair comes out of the forest and lowers into the cage. From the woods approaches a tall figure, a man rumored to live isolated from the rest of the island. He subdues one of them, and while Cup Stewart is checking on the condition of his friend, the stranger lets his pet humanoid creature free from its cage and runs extremely fast out of sight. This video has over 8 million views, and about half the people think it really happened. I honestly can't say I agree. For one, the creature pretty obviously looks like a puppet in my opinion. I think somebody wearing black is standing behind this cage and moving it around with their arms.
I gotta agree. It's good. It's good, but I could tell that there was some production that went into it.
They also put the camera really far away from the cage. Almost anyone would put the camera right up there. They keep it far away in my opinion, because it probably looks too fake close up. The man running away looks kind of weird, but it could be sped up or special effects. Even though this video is fake in my opinion, I'm including this on the list because it's gone viral and deserves an honest analysis. If you think it has any possibility of being real, on February...
I mean, is it possible for something like that to be real? Yes-ish, I think. That particular video, no.
February 5th, 2002, Robert Picton was taken into custody by a Vancouver police task force who had found personal items on his pig farm from a woman who had disappeared. There were no other clues aside from the missing belongings, such as a prescription inhaler and other items. In other words, enough evidence to hold him, but not enough for a solid conviction. Prosecutors needed more evidence. On February 23, 2002, they sent one of their best undercover officers to pose as an inmate to try and get Robert to confess his actions. Robert hadn't had a friend in a long time and was more than willing to swap stories with what he thought was a fellow like-minded psycho. What he revealed was absolutely horrifying. The undercover officer leads the conversation by saying the ocean is the best way to get rid of the passed away. Roberts is quick to correct him. With CCTV cameras rolling overhead, the undercover officer gets Robert Picton to admit something he had not said to the detective in years. The reason they weren't able to find any of the passed away was because he had put them through meat processing equipment and most likely fed them to his pigs. When the undercover agent tries to get him to say more about what he's done, Robert gives us a glimpse into what a person like him thinks of the people whose lives he's taken. What's most terrifying of all about this is how they were nothing more to him than a number. He sees no individuality, nothing to make them human or set them apart. They are all the same to him, a number that he wants to make even for his own selfish satisfaction. Robert Picton might have gotten away with all 50 acts, if not for this self-incriminating testimony, which was used against him. On December 11th, 2007, he was sentenced to life behind bars. He decided not to make a statement upon being sentenced. I guess he felt like he had already said enough. Bonding with nature takes on a whole new meaning when creepy stuff like this happens. Turns terrifying when a bat snuggles up in Mom's hair. Anderton Explorer caught the entire creature sighting on camera. Now they have to figure out how to get it untangled. Snapping their fingers to scare it off is a good idea, but the bat doesn't seem to care much. It spreads its wings, turns around, and marches towards her face. The mom is getting really scared, and who wouldn't be when a bat is about ready to crawl up next to your ear? They have to save her. Would you be brave enough to do the same?
Alright, I would.
The bat is off of her, but it stays near all their possessions. It's dazed, not...
Yeah, if a bat came in and landed on my wife's head, yeah, I'd do my best to get it off.
You're cute.
Moving at all, and then suddenly it flies up in her daughter's face and almost gets in her hair next. Something almost has to be wrong with it. This isn't normal behavior at all. Think about it. A nocturnal creature sighting in broad daylight is a bad sign. An animal that is normally afraid of humans landing directly on one is even worse. The bat might have had rabies. If so, it was probably trying to get at her, but couldn't find its way through her hair. So with that in mind, this video becomes even scarier when you realize it could have been unknowingly for nearly 3 minutes straight at a bat that could potentially have rabies. The whole family was treating it like a joke, and in reality they could have gotten a serious case. In their defense, they do say in the comments that they saw the bat fly back into its cave, though how exactly that makes it any less likely to have rabies or not is something I don't understand. I've got a challenge for you. Since you...
Yeah, why would you... yeah. Don't mess around with a bat. When once it's off, get away from it.
Number 1. Sepa's Solutions is a health and lifestyle YouTube channel with a video that's going to keep everyone eating an apple right now. For those of you who don't know, grocery stores actually will cover apples in literal wax to make them look shiny and therefore more appealing to buy. That means every time you bite into an apple, you're potentially eating wax. This YouTuber has created a method of getting the store wax off, and wait until you see what it looks like at the end. First, she jabs an apple and runs lemon juice around the outside to loosen the wax bond. After that, she pours boiling hot water over the apple to fully remove the substance. After a few minutes of turning and pouring, she is finally finished.
This is all just waxy stuff that came off of the apple. It's pretty gross when you think about it. That's what you consume when you just think of eating a nice healthy apple.
This sludge at the bottom of the bowl is what the wax looks like once it comes off. Pretty gross, huh? It's definitely not something I want to eat. This video made me curious about organic apples, so I did some research, and yes, they have wax on them too. Apparently the wax has been made out of a special organic substance, but I would rather they not do this at all.
Oh. So lemon juice and boiling hot water. Yeah, I'm never eating an apple again until I do that. That is just disgusting. Ugh. Whew. Alright, next up. We got scary videos you should never watch at night from King Frostmare. And let's go.
Guys, time for scary videos featuring a passenger, a cab, and some really paranormal activity unfolding in Donnie's basement. Now let's buckle up.
Ah, Donnie Darko.
Built in the year 1900, there's an endless amount of documented sightings and encounters that took place there. As Kurgan forest slowly settled in, getting their spirit box ready, some interesting activity started to unfold.
Did someone just walk out of this room?
After getting the first responses, they take a quick look at the bathroom. This is when something creepy is being captured. People say that they can see an apparition standing there, possibly looking.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
How's that possible? Could it be that a spirit from another time is remembering? Possibly contacting the two men? What do you think? Did it respond to them on the spirit box? I don't think it's dust or anything related. Let me hear your theories. Definitely a haunted place in my book. This video was kindly forwarded to Rebecca during the following session, attempted to contact the dark shadow entity while in his After a visit to a local graveyard, tonight he was testing some new equipment he had assembled, tinkering with devices that might give him greater chances to contact the other side is a big topic of his channel. He streams his adventures, live on his YouTube channel, Donny Drunkard. This particular night, he had his SLR
Oh, just Donny Drunkard, not Darko.
press camera angled towards the dark hallway, where his shadow was seen in the past. Let's take a look.
Hit me? Did the spirit just say hit me?
Cameras, there might actually be an unseen force taking a seat on the chair. That's something rather frightening unfolds. Donny states that the only thing he remembered was that something pulled away the SLS camera forcefully, that it was pushed to the ground by a wind. He blacked out for 3 to 5 seconds. He was waking up very confused on his knees. Was he attacked by the malevolent shadow entity that was playing with him all night? I'm going. Please let me know what you guys think. And keep in mind, one of this transpired live on one of his latest streams.
That all took place live. Wow. So much wrong with that.
Was captured by the stationary on-board camera in a taxi in Asia. The driver was quite startled after the cab company told him about a passenger that was not accounted for initially. He was doing his regular night shift and was driving through the city towards a new passenger. However, without him noticing, there seemed to be a strange encounter taking place on the back seat. Take a good look, as for a couple of seconds, there seemed to be somebody with him.
Okay.
It's really hard to say what exactly we're looking at here, but as soon as the cab drives through a brightly lit tunnel, a shadow presence appearing in the middle of the background. Some say it looks like a dark ghost with long hair, but it is not exactly clear if this thing in fact has facial features. Could it be a reflection from somewhere else? Or was this an actual paranormal encounter that took place? It's really
Oh, that's a reflection because it doesn't move. You know, we see everything else that we see all the other shadows that the car is interacting with move, but that's not moving. That was a ghost, for sure.
This video was uploaded on the channel Flamrage. It features a young tourist who was taking a nice vacation. The day of this recording, he traveled to Mount Benteniyama, which is kind of a local tourist still can be found in newspapers. Never so often you hear photos and videos that so you probably have guessed that the tourist that recorded all of this actually was a ghost tourist, I suppose, and hoped to record something creepy on it. Nothing interesting on that on screen while he was there. It was only after he returned back to the hotel and he edited his footage that he noticed something appeared to be off. Noticed anything strange? Look again.
Oh, there's a face there. Oh, I didn't see that before.
Was our uploader able to record the face of a former resident? It certainly looks pretty vague, and I have to say, it was really hard to make out the difference. Could it be paranoia or something else? It just makes it look like a real face. But this was the real face, right?
It's possible.
Something was walking by.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs. Since nobody was up there, at least to Ryan's knowledge, keeps us with a mystery. Was it a semi-transparent apparition that we captured? All of this is of course just speculation, but these are thinking problems. Whatever it all was in the end. What an intriguing old mountain.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. The first one could have been pareidolia because the face looked like it had the same color and the same texture as the trees surrounding it. So maybe it was just a branch and some leaves that were coincidentally designed to look like a face like that. But those other two, yeah, that was not pareidolia. That looked like a couple of apparitions. But, whether or not they're real, I don't know.
This capture was shared by user who uploaded it to the ghost section because he was sure that they could capture a real apparition these days. I'm a tour guide in New Orleans. A friend of mine took this on a tour of mine. Long story short, the restaurant Williams has a table set for his local Portuguese. If he doesn't have a place to sit, he starts throwing things around. At least that's what people say. He was an old owner of the home. He moved many ago after a gambling trip. Is it possible that they could actually capture the ghost of the former owner here? Or what do you think? If it's on some form of chair, with something draped over it, it's a possibility for sure. Pretty cool.
Hard to say.
Driving around with his sister. Because when they later they were technically on the way back home. On the way there, they were driving by a particular old house. They saw a transparent and flickering object in the lighted lamps, which were dangling off the edge. They drove by a second time to film it. This is what they could capture.
Wait, what?
The asked why we see a blurry shape there. It's basically impossible to say what exactly it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
From it simply being a bat to a real person, or as the two suspected, even an apparition. Can you agree with that? Another user said that it probably is just some old Christmas decoration, but they drove by the next morning to show that this was the case. So, paranormal capture was something completely different.
I can't say for sure because there's not really a whole lot to go off of. So it's an easy split for me. I don't know if it's real or not. Alright, one more, guys. 10 scary videos that will seriously creep you out. Bye. Hey. Bye, chills.
Joe Morley goes exploring a cave in Tennessee.
Wait. Okay, display's up. I don't know why. I didn't think it was up for some reason.
But I don't think you're brave enough to watch, especially if you have a fear of tight spaces. He has to lower himself on a rope because the entrance goes straight down. One mistake and he's going to see the bottom a lot faster than he wants. The whole time he has to find his footing on a slippery cave wall in near total darkness. Soon he can't.
I have claustrophobia. This is a terrible video. This is a terrible clip to start off with.
You can see the top of his rope a few feet above. Help is far away down here. Joe's thankful when his feet find solid ground much later. Ahead is a narrow tunnel that he wants to go exploring. It only gets tighter, but there's no way to turn around. At times, there's barely enough room to get an arm in front to crawl sideways. Dropping through small cracks presents another problem. One false move and they could twist an ankle without any way to climb out. Joe is an experienced caver, and I guess the cave is sturdy, but this video still freaks me out. The entire time you feel like they are either going to get stuck or caved in. I don't know where in Tennessee this is, but I feel like coming back here a second time would be pushing their luck. Two friends are live streaming in Malaysia when some of the scariest moments of their lives are caught on camera in front of all of her followers. Shadows swirl overhead, and the door slams shut. Below there are the only two people home. When she looks back, her friend is no longer the same person who she's always known. If you look closely, you can see she grabs a cross out of her purse. As soon as she touches the object to her friend's arm, she screams as if the object burns her to the core. A couple other points for my final analysis. The lights go out at 1 minute and 7 seconds. You can see a shadow person walk into the room. This shadow was caught on live stream and apparently is not special effects. 2, they are listening to some really creepy music before all.
Yeah, I can see, the girl in the back faking being possessed for a live stream, but how were they able to get those shadows to appear live?
All of this scary stuff happens. It doesn't even sound like a song, just a slowed down chant of some kind. What is this person saying? And is this related to what happened to her friend? She seems very scared when she ends the live stream, and most people seem to agree this video is both paranormal and real. A man follows his girlfriend everywhere with a camera to annoy her because he thinks it's funny. He was never expecting to have caught the scariest moment of his life on tape instead. A fully clothed figure reaches out for him after his girlfriend has left the room. When he pulls back the curtain, it's mysteriously gone. The paranormal moment looks scary, but I think there's a strong chance it's scripted. 38 seconds is when there could have been a jump cut. A jump cut is when they stopped recording, let the actress out of the shower, and start recording again to make it look like no one is there. Also, at 42 seconds, it doesn't look like the shower is on. Ghost Hunters Bro Sham and iStudio.
Yeah. Could have been jump cut, but also could have been real. You never know.
Team up for one of the scariest paranormal explorations in Indonesia. This time they're exploring a haunted hospital that gives them chills, literally.
Di depan saya memang hutan hutan.
He senses a drop in temperature. The camera goes out of focus. A shadow stretches out to him and then goes away. When he looks over, it's nowhere to be found. They spend a long time exploring the courtyard for more paranormal activity. Again, no further signs. Inside, the hospital is being taken back by the rainforest, one room at a time. But plenty of the place remains haunted.
Selalu.
Yeah, give me something, because that looked more like that quote-unquote stretched out shadow looked more like he just slightly moved the flashlight to the right and then quickly back to the left again.
The voice is coming from a room that has a drawing of a witch-like head on the wall. There's no other drawings anywhere else in the hospital, just here. Whatever drew this knew what was in here. As they leave this haunted place, they find this figure up there in the forest, face and body wrapped up in a single cloth, not making a single sound. I don't know if it's a ghost or one of them pretending to be a spirit, but it's creepy and they get out of there without getting any closer. I stumbled across a scary elevator video.
I'm gonna say just fake on that last one, because that also could have been a doll that also could have been a doll that they had dressed up. They didn't really get anything too compelling.
From a Hindi-speaking YouTube channel, this video was the thumbnail image, and yet the video itself was missing on the list. That made me want to track down the original, and guess what? It's every bit as creepy as it looks. What looks like your average couple's argument goes way too far. He sees the door close at 8 seconds. The woman fearfully flinches, and this video is hard to watch because nobody deserves this and there's nowhere for her to go. By the time the elevator stops, her hands are tense and she is completely frazzled from the mistreatment. He goes to get her, but a stranger does the right thing and steps in between them. He immediately backs off and looks down in shame and embarrassment, but probably only for himself at getting caught. Anyone who does this is pretty messed up. This relationship is probably over. Anyway, this was originally posted by the Interval House in California. A place for women to get out of relationships like this one. I'm assuming this CCTV video is real, and it's something we really need to eliminate from society however we can. ILMN Bono Paranormal goes exploring an abandoned factory that has become a haunted place, full of many ghost sightings ever since an accident cost several workers their lives 60 years ago. Soon they discover firsthand exactly how paranormal this place truly is.
Ah, yes, this video.
Days later, he returns for more.
The big holes. No, wait. No.
doesn't mean it. Everyone keeps begging for him to go back, and so 6 days later he returns for his final paranormal exploration at the haunted abandoned factory. When you go back and look again, it does look like a shadow figure is caught on tape.
Yeah, I saw that.
Standing just around the corner is a patch of darkness that is brighter than the rest. Was it a ghost sighting or somebody standing around the corner? Based on the other paranormal activity he's caught on camera, I think we all know the answer to this real ghost sighting. It's about 4:30 in the morning when a Ring doorbell camera motion.
And there's a lot of other things that he didn't point out, like that EVP that he cut. He didn't point out the ghost that walked right by him after the loud bang, so I don't know if he just wanted to just skip the full analysis or whatnot to get to the good one. It's still disappointing, though.
Motion sensor goes off. There's some weird lights in the corner. But most Chills fans know by now that this is simply a spiderweb strand swinging back and forth in front of the camera. Even Lexus V says so in the description of this video. But with that said, I have no idea what happens next. A strange light appears at the window that they've never seen before, and have never been able to explain since. The bizarre object hangs around long enough to make his dog go crazy. Another reason I think this video is real. There's no faking that kind of reaction from a dog. That animal knows something out there is a big threat. But what is it? An investigator in Wall Street brings us terrifying video evidence of the paranormal.
I don't know, I'm a little iffy about that one. Because, you know, we don't get a whole lot. Just that little... just the appearance of the apparition itself.
After he went exploring an abandoned haunted place in Japan, video evidence shows this door caught opening and closing by itself next to a creepy doll that's rumored to be cursed. It could be them or it could be a ghost. No one steps through. The ghost hunters were nowhere near. Considering nothing else happens in the 42-minute video, I guess this was genuine paranormal activity. So there's a YouTube channel called EB30X Fitness.
That's it, that's all we got. You know, you can call it paranormal evidence and all that, but it's still something that could easily have been faked.
34 videos, 1 year old account. Not exactly the first place you'd go looking for paranormal content, but there's one creepy workout video they can't explain.
5, 6, 7. Did anybody see that oar fly behind Terry? Anybody see that oar?
A wavy light goes over his client, and he puts everything on hold to point it out. Honestly, it looks like a bug to me. He says it's a ghost caught on film though. I don't think they're doing this for publicity. It has less than 1,000 views, and their fitness studio Facebook page in Illinois already has 300,000 followers, so I think he's being sincere when he says it's a ghost door. What do you think about this paranormal activity?
I don't think it's a bug, because, you know, usually when it's when it's an insect, you see like more of a black kind of form. I don't know any insects that shine bright white like that other than fireflies, but that's only if there's no light around to light them up.
It's pretty creepy, but like I said, maybe a bug. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. haunted fort.
Let me know in the comments if you know of any bugs that can glow white like that without them being fireflies.
Just that night, they wait until past midnight to begin the search. Under a full moon, they soon see wide, white eyes looking back at them. Spirits, they think, forest animals, I say, but I guess having lived here all their lives, they would know the difference better than I.
guys, finally আমরা আমাদের ক্যামেরা যেন সেটআপ করেছিলাম সময় চলে এসেছে এবং আমরা দেখবো পরে
At 3 minutes and 15 seconds, they shine their lights directly at a pair of spectral eyes that seem to be attached to nothing at all. Freaky, right? The ghost finders are outnumbered, and having found plenty of ghosts tonight, ought to leave before they become the latest additions. There's a scary cemetery.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't really great either, but I guess it's as good a spot as any to end the stream on. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Other than a couple of entries from Nuke's Top 5, this was a little bit underwhelming for me. But let me know what you guys think. And subscribe for new if you want to enjoy these. I do these every Saturday night. Mostly every Saturday night. There's sometimes when I'll feel like not doing one, or if I'm too tired, I'll just skip it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe to be notified when I do these again. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night.